So, where do I even start? It's been a while, hasn't it? It's been a while, hasn't it? So, if you are curious to how I've been navigating my life since being let go from a major company, you're gonna want to check out this episode. You're gonna want to check this one out, kids. No, just seriously. I'm your host, Monique. This is Simplyrobotix, the podcast, a podcast exploring the animation industry one episode at a time. Let's get into today's show. It's been a long time, it feels like. It honestly feels like it's been forever for me. And I feel like so much life has really happened since my last episode. So I just wanted to take the time with this episode to actually just go into what's been up with me these last couple months. I mean, when I started this season of the podcast, I said, it was always my intention to not only have my interviews and have my reviews, but also share a bit of my own experience and journey in this industry, kind of as it's happening, and reflections and all sorts of stuff like that. So I titled this episode, "What If You Chose This Life?" And that is based off of a quote that I came across by Les Brown, where he was basically saying, like, what if, like, all these things that's been happening to you in your life or whatever, like I had a series of events that were out of my control, and instead, what if I had been in control of those decisions? What if I made those decisions instead of those decisions happening to me, right? So I want to take in this episode to go over or just recap May, June, and July of 2022 for me, and just, like I said, let's just take a journey through those months. So here we go, starting with May. If you're following me on social media, which I figure you probably are, unless you found me on YouTube directly or you found my podcast through whatever podcast platform you're listening to or whatever. But if you're following me on social media, you would have seen me tweet, post on Instagram, post on LinkedIn that I was a part of the massive layoffs at Netflix. This is the animation podcast. I was working for the animation studio. I was a part of all of that was happening then, right? So, so it was rough. Honestly, it was so rough. It was like I just didn't think it was going to happen to our show, especially because our movie was in production, We were making the movie. We weren't in development. We weren't waiting to be greenlit. We weren't anything like that. We were making this movie. So, I was really finding out through social media that things were being canceled and stopped and all that sort of stuff, and people were being let go. And, I was thinking like, oh, well, it seems to be this type of production maybe won't come to us, or it seems to be that it maybe won't come to us. And then it came to us, as well as a couple other things all in the same week. And it was devastating.